oil's coming out of the head. Welcome to DMOP Garage. Well, you can see there's an Oven Boy combi over there, which means we are back here and we are on the Acrasa build. Today is the day we are potentially going to get this thing started. So you can see over here we have this stand, the janky thing that I've built. So you can see here we've got this little guy here, missile launch. This one goes to I don't know what country, but anyway, we're going to get it this all mocked up. Motors in here. We have our new machinery house standy hydraulic thing here, and yeah, it's all happening.
I just want to crack it.
There you go.
Just bypass the circuitry.
But the flux capacitor is what you need.
Yeah, well, the flux capacitor, that one's still functional. We want to bypass the flux capacitor.
Oh, okay, I see.
Is there another screw behind that?
No, just put the whole lot in the bicycle.
That's what I think. Crack it open. Yeah, beautiful.
All right,
Do it the real way.
we're trying to get a battery sorted out here. We're going to use a battery starter to crank it. All right, we'll bring you guys back in when we're set up. Righto, everybody. So we are almost ready to fire the beast up. Fire it up, start up the beast. We have filled this with oil, filled the lines with oil, filled the case with oil, and we're almost used up 5 litres of oil, which is amazing. It's taken a lot, so we're almost ready to go. So our setup, you can see I made this at home. This is an old gearbox that I just chopped up. I've got the brand new high torque starter motor on here and our little start box here. We're going to add a few more things to this, a gauge. That's where eventually we're going to be putting fuel, but for now we're just going to run it off the top of this. And yeah, we're getting close to getting this started. We've disconnected the Fram filter because I didn't want to ruin a filter inside this because they're expensive. So that's just bypassed back into the block. And apart from that, I think we're all good. So let's see how we go. Well, we're back at DMOP headquarters, and that only means one thing. Houston, we have a problem. No starting of no motor today. Unfortunately, one of the carburetors has some major problems. So, and I did a bit of research. They're notorious for blocking up internally. And basically what's happening is we're getting no squirting going on when you pump the butterflies. So we went through so much stuff off camera. We were literally there till 6 o'clock at night and we could not get this carby to work. So I'm going to have to completely strip it back down, put it in the carby cleaner, in the ultrasonic again, and potentially we might even have to drill out some of these plugs here because there's something blocked inside here. We're getting no fuel up into the squirters. So yeah, unfortunately a bit of a bummer. You know, you're buying secondhand stuff and these are absolutely crazy price to buy. We also had another problem with this part on the other one was cracked here. And we had weeping going on, fuel coming out. I had to buy another top, which was another $140, which is annoying. Sort of a bit frustrating because this has been the 3rd time now we've tried to get this thing started and we've had issues. So hopefully I can get this fixed today. Let's see how we go. Okay guys, so after stripping the carburetor down and putting it into carby cleaner in the ultrasonic, we didn't have any success. Our squirters here were still blocked. So I'll show you what I did. Now, basically, you've got a port, which is, the plunger goes in here, which is this plunger here. So when this is filled up with fuel and it forces the fuel down, it comes through these little galleys here, through the valve, in through here, into a Y piece, which is that Y piece just there, and then it comes out through your squirters. So I put the compressed air down through the wires, and both of those were throwing air out of either one. So I knew this passage wasn't blocked, but I was getting no air when I undid this one and forced air up through here, and it wasn't coming out. So you can see here that they have these little aluminium plugs, but on the underneath they had a brass plug, which was right here. Now I drilled that one out and I was able to unblock it straight away. So we've got a working carburetor now. What I did to replace it is I put a grub screw and red Loctited it in. Now this is going to live under the gasket anyway. It's all looking good. So basically now we're going to sort this out, put it all back together, and we should have a running carburetor. So yeah, let's go. All right, this is day 25 of trying to start the engine. No, only joking. We're back. We got the carbies. Well, one of the carbies is fixed, so we've got squirting happening. We have fuel, we have no leaks, we have a little bit of a weep under the shaft here, but that's actually stopped, so that's fine. That's fine, that's gone away. Everything's ready here, everything's ready here. We've got a battery on the ground. We've got, that's on.
We've got combustibles overhead.
We've got timber above us, that's not going to go anywhere. Pipes here are clearing the exhaust. Good enough, yeah, all right. Well, I think we're going to place you guys over here. Oh, I'll just place you guys here, hang on. Now you guys can see.
So don't over rev it. You want to keep it in that band. Yeah, okay.
All right, so here we go. Oil's coming out of the head.
Okay. So that was 2 minutes. It started well.
It did kick straight away.
Yeah, no, it's good kick. Yeah, no, it's nice.
Straight away.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah. No backfiring. The cables are in the right direction. They're all in the right order. Amazing.
Woohoo! So yeah,
your nuts weren't on the line. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's of course. So one leak. We've got one leak.
Yeah, it smells
Push rod tube.
That's all the exhaust.
That side over there is fine.
That's good.
No.
So one bank happy.
Yeah, just that one. Why would that be leaking? I wonder. The push rod tube.
Maybe the push rod's slapping against it. I don't know. It shouldn't be leaking. Unless it didn't seat properly against the head there.
Yeah, that's an interesting one, isn't
It was
it?
leaking quite profusely too. It was spitting out.
It was spitting out. Yeah.
So is it not coming out of the rocker cover corner?
No, it's definitely the push rod.
rod tube.
Yeah, I can see it. No, definitely not. Definitely not the rocker cover.
Okay, good. So
Def-
coming out the
definitely-
push rod tube. Is there a hole in the push rod tube? They're brand new, aren't they?
No, they're not brand new. They're old.
Okay. That sometimes.
No, it's the seal. I could see
It
it
is the
coming around the
seal,
seal.
okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So why would the seal leak? Did it get sheared off?
So we've done a total of 10 minutes. We've been doing sort of 2-3 minute passes, but we have got some issues. A couple of things. Oil leaks, just these aren't seating properly here. And also in there, they're not seating properly. And
Blockage?
we had a fuel blockage on this side, which actually flooded the carby and started running it on one side. So we had to take out the jets here, blow it out. Obviously some crap's gotten through the line, but we fixed that. And also the oil pump is leaking through the front here, so that didn't seal either. You can see here we've got a weep already.
And with slightly hotter temperatures running on the 1 2 bank.
Yep.
So we think it's running a little bit leaner than the 3.
Leaner over here, yeah. So we'll have to have a bit of a play around with the.
Before we play with it.
Well, these, yeah, we can wind these in or out. Hang on.
Depends on the way it's wired.
Oh, I think inwards. Inwards. I'll double check that.
We'll check that. Well, you find out the temperature goes up, won't you? It starts pinging.
Well, yeah, absolutely. So apart from that,
The rough start, it's okay.
yeah, it
Sounds sweet.
It does sound good, yeah.
Nice compression.
Now we did have an issue with the. We were trying to fix the rocker leak on the inside. We took the rocker assembly off, put it back on, and because this has 2-piece lifters, when one of the rods went, well, when all the rods went back in, some of them didn't actually go in their cups properly. And we tightened everything up, tried to start the motor, wouldn't start at all, and we're thinking, okay, something's wrong. We checked everything out. And then I said, okay, well, the last time it was run was before we took the rockers off, so went back and checked it, and of course, they hadn't seated properly in their cups. So one thing to note, if you're doing this 2-piece lifter, be very, very careful that they go and seat where they need to before. So we have to obviously check. Yeah, that's still leaking. It's leaking out of this one here. We probably should put some Teflon on that as well. The Chinese threads are not good quality.
Oh, yeah.
We were just having a look at the machining on these threads here, and they're just woeful. They're really not good at all. So a couple of leaks. I mean, we had one in the banjo fitting in here, and that we've sorted that out. So at least we've got one win. But yeah, look, so far it sounds pretty strong, and we've just got to keep persevering with it. I mean, look at this. This thing's going to get benched for quite a while until the body gets built.
Those washes are going to dry out again.
Don't worry, I bought about 20 of them, so we're all good there. Yeah, we had problems with this top of this carburetor here. I have another top coming from the UK because this one here had all these little cracks in it, and of course we've put JB Weld on it, but this is literally a quick fix just to get the motor started. But these washers in here, we had copper ones in there and they just kept leaking. They were terrible. So a new top's on the way. We'll get that sorted. But yeah, happy days. We'll bring you guys back in.
The carby was leaking out the top before too. I don't know why. It's stopped now.
Yeah, I think once we cleaned out the crap.
Because we're thinking the float wasn't working on that one. Oh, this is still weeping on the top of this slightly too. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's still
Yeah,
swelling
that
up.
fibre.
Yeah.
Well, and I don't want to over tighten them because they strip out pretty easily.
It depends on how it's leveraged on that too. Like, is it true seating? Like, was it? Coming?
You can get helicoils for those.
Yeah, no, but still, it's a lot of leverage from little fucking thread. How far does it go in?
Not far, no. Yeah, true. We'll keep an eye on it, and we'll bring you guys back in with some more progress.
Let it cool down and run it again.
Righto, guys, we are back at Oven Boy's place, and we've started stripping them. Well, we're not stripping the motor, but we've done our run-in procedure. We got it idling around 900, and she's all good. So basically now what's going to happen is we have to fix all the oil leaks. Yeah, I'll probably take both carbies off. I do have the new top that I've got to put on it, but I'm going to put them both through the cleaner again, make sure that they're 100%. And we've got to fix the pushrod tube leak, which we're going to, instead of trying to pull the motor apart, we're going to come in through the rocker here and see if we can put some 3-bond around and seal it that way. We'll see what happens. If we can get out of doing it that way, instead of pulling the whole motor apart, it will be a better idea. So yeah, that's we're going to basically transport this back to DMOP headquarters and get it on a stand, and we can do a little bit of work to it. And then unfortunately it's going to be mothballed until we've got the 57 oval ready to pop it in, which is going to be a bit sad. It means I've got to get off my backside and actually get some work done. Next thing now is we're going to get this motor done, Millie's motor for this thing here. So we'll see you in another episode when we start working on that one. Thanks again, and catch you in another episode. Cheers, guys.